Yo, let's do this, right? Happy Monday, y'all. Happy March, y'all. Brought to you in partnership with 33 Bird Plaza. Food carts for birds. This is Coffee and Bonghits.
I don't gotta shoot, I got shooters. I know I'm cooler than the cooler. I know this way you keep your alcohol. I know that I'm about the ball. All of my niggas is savages. Mean up the phone like some scavengers. I know that them fly, I got passengers. I love Jesus Christ and Bible passages. My girl so fly, she have a Merlin. She love the match shit like Merlin. And the boss like a Irvin. Should've kept it clean like this detergent. Shit, I done let the cat about the bag. I can nigga it and let the dick out the sack. Let it breathe, get some air. Baby, please, I'm already there. Decadent creamery everywhere. I represent me, it's a love affair. Smelling the trees, it's a buzzing here. Carry down with the team if you want prepared. Hey, this is my style. I deal with the get some attention. Hey, the car coming wild, so I guess I'ma keep on spitting. Nigga, I borrowed your style, but you won't get no honorable mention. I'm rocking it better than you. I'm making retire no pension. I just get the bread at the food. Apply sandwich spread and make it smooth. My movement gon' move, that's the move. The only option not to lose. Hey, never been scared, you ain't prepared. I ain't sorry. Your breezy clearly walk the ass over here. I ain't sorry. Mad cause you think I ran out with your beer. I ain't sorry. You're tripping cause you think I stole your career. I ain't sorry. Hey, you ain't feeling me, no apologies. I ain't sorry. Hey, sorry not sorry. Hey, I ain't sorry. I don't even feel that bad, my nigga. I ain't sorry. Give no fucks about your ass, my nigga.
Yo, what up, Finda? Look, you're gonna love it. Boom, boom, boom. The bird cam is in full of fizzy already. That didn't rhyme. That did not rhyme. We're 0 for 1. And Ichiro goes up and hits a small dribbler to the shortstop, easily underhanded to the first baseman. That's going to be the first out for the M's. By the way, your grandpa is still alive. Like, whoa. Thanks, flashback. Thanks, Ichiro, tainted flashback of a dribbler. Like it couldn't have been a slap homer to a slap homer over the right fielder to score. But yeah, we are full effect bird cam today. Why wouldn't we be? Look, it's so nice out right now. It's so nice out. And of course, it's Monday. Monday. That was the worst song in the world. And here's the thing. I knew once it started getting bad, I was going to have to go for a world record. So I was like, F it, let's do it. Okay, first of all, I hope you're watching this show on urbansurvivorman.com, home of the Aloha Wall Walker logo. That's me. Look, that's a magic hat up there. Those are real swim trunks. That's a fanny pack. Those are real Crocs. Although I no longer recommend that people get real Crocs. I strongly encourage you to start messing with fake Crocs. Fake Crocs. They're made specifically for people who situationally need highly amphibious, versatile footwear, right? For aquatic and terrestrial hybrid combination situations, right? I get that, but you're scared. You're like, what if I actually start loving Crocs? Like, what I just become the person that wears them with long pants? How can I prevent that? Man, that's so easy. That's why I have a show to offer solutions like this. Just get some fake Crocs. They'll break way before you ever need to worry about falling in love with them. I'm telling you, they're an official sponsor of our shit, of our show. Fake Crocs, they'll break. Urban Survivor, man, and fake Crocs. Look, you can tell it's real because up in the top corner right there, it has the TM. Not to be confused with TMI, but Don't forget, 33 Bird Plaza is open for business today. It is an incredible day to be a bird. You don't have to worry about getting a job. You don't have to worry about people yelling at you on Twitter. You don't have to worry about no bills unless you're a duck. 33 Bird Plaza has a lot of different carts open today. We have the Peanut Barn, the Cracked Corn House, which is just like a crack house, but for animals, except birds don't really like it. We're hoping to attract some chickens. The chickens can fly all the way up here. For those that don't know, this place is sanitized. A lot of people worry. They're like, Jessie, how about the danger from the Western bird salmonella, right? I know, I understand that. It's just like humans dealing with COVID. We ask the birds to wear a mask when they show up, but if they don't wear a mask, there's nothing we can do about it. We're not going to kick them out of the store because it's an outdoor emporium. Okay, look, man, you know this show isn't possible just by myself. There's a lot of people that help make this happen. First of all, shout out to the 5XL. All right, my man Balik in the house. The 5XL now has 10 television channels available for your a la carte consumption enjoyment, right? And on some of those, you'll find some of my shows. And I don't know if you guys know, but we're cranking out content these days. Hey, Finda, can you do me a favor and can you go share the link to the YouTube? Can you go share it in the Coffee and Bong Hits group? The Coffee and Bong Hits and Convos and good morning, Erica. The Coffee and Bong Hits and Convos and content group. You know, it's so funny that I made that group and then like one day later, Facebook kicked me out. So one day later, Facebook kicked me out. So there wasn't a lot I could do to grow that group, but I swear to gosh, I didn't just make it because I like Facebook groups. I made it for opportunity for some cool shit to really take place. Like I'm learning a lot of stuff that can help a lot of people. So I need somewhere to put it, and I might as well put it in a place that's gonna give me return on my investment, right? My Roy, yeah, boy, yeah, Roy. So while I'm saying that, I want to remind you guys that our bong hits that we take every day are bingers. Remember, we call them bingers. We already did call them bingers, and that's how we ended up hooking up with this company because they were called Binger Glass. I was like, bro, bingers. I take bingers. You take bingers. Good morning, Erica. Thank you, Finda. Thank you so much. Man. Okay. So let me just tell you, when you take a fat binger, think of Binger Glass Designs. You can go to them on Instagram. Binger Glass Designs on Instagram only. That's the only place you can find them. They don't got a website. They don't got nothing. Go to Instagram. You like their shit, buy some shit. Well, did you see that bird out the corner of our eye? Watch, it's about to get cracking. Boom, there's a guy. Hey, bud. Just coming in for a short flight. That's a good reminder to stop and get an Airbnb at Flight Lounge. If you get an Airbnb from Flight Lounge, then you can get dabbed out of your mind and you don't even have to leave. You can just walk upstairs and pass out. And they got merch. I forgot to mention we also have merch, and if you want edgy merch, you need to go to standupandfightback.bigcartel.com. Standupandfightback.bigcartel.com. And dude, whoever you don't like, you can get a shirt that says "fuck that dude." I swear. Okay, man, I just want a shirt that has the Kembe Mutombo playing for the Denver Nuggets, blocking somebody's shot, just saying, no. That'd make my day. Did I already tell you guys to go get the app, get the Roku device, get a laptop, Get the 5 Radio XL. Look, the birds are scared because I got the camera on them. They usually do their dirt in silence, right, off camera, but it's an obvious sting. It's literally free bird seed, right? Like, don't we talk? Kim, yeah. Like, we don't we talk like every day about the concept of free bird seed? You buster. That guy just took a peanut and threw it on the ground. I saw you. But yeah, so everybody knows that free bird seed is a trap. There's always some kind of trade-off, right? Sometimes old dudes just want to sit and whack off to birds, man. It doesn't always have to be deeper. Some of us just really enjoy birds. Or just a voyeur. And like I said, we ask that our patrons wear masks so that we stop the spread of the Western salmonella virus that has been infecting birds. But instead, look, see, they think it's a trap. They're scared. They're like, bro, this is a setup. Watch how the birds come in and run. Okay, look, there's 2 things I want to talk about today. I want to talk about Donald Trump gave a speech yesterday. And as much as I really wanted to hear what Donald Trump's speech was about, I was like, I really want to hear Donald Trump talk. Not on a Sunday. Not on an effing Sunday. Oh, look at that guy. Boosh. Hey, bud. Hey, why don't you go ahead and just get a peanut? We're giving them away for free. Get a balloon. Get a haircut. Some of these birds already show up with a Tom Peterson haircut. I'm telling you. Yo, so like I say, at 33 Bird Plaza, we take our customer safety into the highest considerations. We keep it sanitized. You can check. We're a 5-star rating. Every time the health inspector showed up, we've been at 5 stars. Okay, let me also remind you guys, man, there's some crazy shit going on. Okay, first of all, Shane McLemore Toys is one of our community partners, but you can't find them on Facebook because Facebook is for babies. You can only find them on Instagram, Etsy, and eBay. But when you get there, you're going to laugh your ass off. Shane McLemore Toys, they're not for children. Not those kind of toys, lad. If you need some graphic services, man, get your ugly face some airbrush. Get your ugly logo, a whole Ricky Lake makeover. Y'all remember Ricky Lake? I didn't like that lady, but if she got in a fight, I would have her back. That's all I'm saying. Ricky Lake, I was all right with her. Yo, Fisherman Films, Antelope Fisherman, they got packages. And it's not a euphemism. They really have packages. So don't mess around. And a couple more things. And then I'm going to bring on, okay, first of all, look, my next guest I'm going to bring up in just a minute or two is my dear friend Brody Kelly. I love Brody. Brody doesn't even know how much I love him because I don't have a lot of outlets to tell other men how much I care about them deeply, right? But I care about Brody. Right? He's done a lot of charity work for us, and he's never blinked when asked to help others. So, anyways, I thought he was in New York. And so I was like, "You come on my show?" And then he's like, "Great." But then I found out he's actually in Texas. And then I was like, "Oh, this is awkward." I already interviewed somebody from Texas last week, and I'm trying to get all 50 states involved. I don't want people to think this is like a Tex-centric show because it's not. It's eccentric, not Tex-centric. But Brody is everywhere. The only way I can tell where that guy is if he types it. And that's a really easy way to see. You can just read what he writes. Okay. Well, I got a couple other quick plugs I got to get in before I can bring a guest on, though, or people are going to yell at me. I have to remind you guys. Oh, man, this is a huge reminder. Okay. I don't even know what order to do this in. Okay, first, let me remind you guys that we have the prize wheel, right? We got the prize wheel, so that's how we're giving away the merch. We got the bongs from Binger Glass Designs, and we got the gear, and we got store credit, and we got community partners. And every Friday, we're spinning the wheel to give away prizes.
Yeah, baby.
Yo, speaking of Al being a winner, this Saturday we sorry, my microphone was all behind me. Speaking of Al being the winner, this Saturday we are bringing you the first official episode of Unblocked. Unblocked. It's really the first show that I'm like fully producing, right? Like it's it's gonna be so freaking cool. Here, look, it was just a tiny little teaser. I'll be running some more teasers later today, but here's the tiniest. Hold on.
I'm black. Look at them green eyes. I'm black. Heart gon' speak so God splash on my face. Wanna get you 당장 매일 했다 babe.
Who y'all ain't ready for that kind of content? I assure you. I certainly assure you. And how can I assure you? Because I'm the guy responsible for putting it together. So Dirty Digital and Al the Impaler. We have a show where we explain blockchain, cryptocurrency, modern investing, modern technology, because the blockchain apparently is bigger than just the applications for financial purposes. There's whole infrastructures that can be built within the blockchain, such and so forth. Okay, so two more things. I want to remind you guys that every day at 10:35 a.m., we play an independent new music video. And then at the end of the month, we compile them all together. And I know you're thinking, but Jesse, doesn't that mean that tonight there's a brand new 10:35 a.m. coming out? You know what, kids? You're right. We'll have to see if Santa gets some elves this year and can help him put that together. I also want to remind you guys that it ain't just a mullet on your head, brother. You got to focus on the mullet that lives in your heart. And you can do that by wearing sick mullet custom UV polarized apparel and sunglasses. And you can get those online at Sick Mullet Polarized Sick Apparel. Get your sunglasses now. Florida, Hawaii, and Texas get immediate shipping. All right, because a lot of people are like, I told them when I first, what's up, Marty? Burkamp, whoop, whoop. Don't forget the Burkamp is brought to you by 33 Bird Plaza, which is strictly a food cart for birds, because we strongly believe in job literacy and job training, because birds not having money is one of the biggest problems as far as their interests not being represented in Congress or city council or any other municipal gathering of elected leaders whose job it is to lay down legislation, right? Like if you want clean air, bird, you need to pay taxes. How's a bird going to pay taxes? A bird needs to get a job. How's a bird going to get a job? Boom. I told you we solve problems here. 33 Bird Plaza provides job training to birds and resume help and gets them experience working at a bird food cart, right? I know you're like, Jesse, yeah, it's extra. It's not extra. It's just doing the most, man. And so speaking of doing the most, I'm going to go ahead and bring my next guest up because, dude, you guys don't even know how long I've been trying to get Brody on my damn show. Hey, let's get rid of the bird. Bro, you look sharp. What's good?
What's up, man?
Why are you
I just saw. Do
you have court?
Well, I saw. Yeah, no, it's either a hot date or a court date or a show. I was watching the show today, and the guy had a suit on, and I was like, "Huh? Should I dress up for coffee and menthol hits?" Yeah, because I'm in Texas, where weed is still the death penalty.
Man, if I told you the stories of what I brought to Texas before I decided to Google it, I was like, I'm not Googling it. Whatever I Google is not going to affect my results of my mission, except maybe jinx it, right? And I was like, I'm not putting it in the very, very back of the truck because then I got to put my protective bubble of invisibility over this whole truck. So I'm going to keep it all in my suit or my backpack right by me. So I only had to protect this small bubble as we drove through Idaho, Utah.
Oh my God, Idaho.
Oh, yeah. Idaho stinks so bad. Hey, have you ever seen where Evel Knievel jumped the Snake River?
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah,
I got that one day. I was like, oops, bird cam. What's going on? There we go. Wow, look, it's
we got
black.
a couple birds left here in Texas, but man, I came down here in the right after the ice storm.
Yeah.
And after the power grid was, as you probably know, intentionally unplugged.
Yeah, you were in that?
No, I came down here like literally right after, and it looks like somebody put a weird Instagram filter. It looks like Mad Max, the desaturated black and white version. It's wild here, man.
Okay, two things. First of all, look how many birds are in that effing tree. There are so many birds in that tree. Hold on. Look, 1, 2. I don't even have my glasses on. I can see them. 1, 2. They're just, oh man, I don't understand bird politics, but I know that my one neighbor lady is mad at me because the birds have kind of just become the hood bullies. They're like teenagers. Hey, don't worry, Brody. Are you in a rush?
No, not at all. I'm unemployed, and I got COVID, so I left New York in a frenzy. But yeah, I just was in the place where the pests. There's rats everywhere, and now it's vultures. I got all excited. I thought I saw an eagle or a hawk, and then it was this big old buzzard watching me and my dog. But yeah, no, I'm sticking around, man.
You know, vultures are real. Florida is full of them. Like Jungle Book style ones. Like, what do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to
do? You can hear their wings flap. It's creepy. It's like, if you look up, kind of up here, you can see there's this tree where, from time to time, I'm out here at my dad's ranch, and we get a deer that dies on the property, and then the vultures just hang out like all up in the trees, and I got to drag the deer way out into the back where they can be enjoyed by the other parts of nature. But man, it is wacky to see them actually literally watch you and your dad and your dog and figure out which one they're going to eat first.
That is super scary because nature really doesn't give a shit about you. Like, they're not nice. They're not gonna come up and adopt you and take you in and raise you as a man cub. They will eat you and your little dog too. Yo, the birds are, damn, there's a lot of politicking. I wish you could see across the street. The whole, like, if you can see the roof across the way, look, do you see that old ripped up baggie that just hangs there? That's so terrible, but I'm too short to reach it. So what was it like when you got the COVID, bro? I mean, I'm not trying to set you up for no jokes, but you can.
No, I mean,
but it's not funny. I mean, you could have died.
I only call myself a comedian so that I can say whatever I want, right? That's the court jester can always say shit that other people aren't allowed to say. But on Super Bowl Sunday,
right?
Yeah, I mean, luckily I'm like in pretty good shape, and I
thought you were a weakling. You're not. You're
No, I mean, I'm from the Northwest, but like I'm a little sturdier than most people from the West Coast. That was always the anomaly, is I have a loud voice and I say what I want. That's like you, me and Greg. There's like 5 people, Ashanti, people who you stand up and you say really loudly what you want, and everybody in Portland's like, whoa, what are we doing? And you just say it again. That's the cheat code, right? Like, no, I'm sitting in this booth. Oh, okay, sorry, sir. We didn't mean, like if you ever try to, okay, so wait, we're going to COVID, not my old material. So I was in New York, and actually on New Year's Eve when I was supposed to do your show, I found out from my roommate that one of our other roommates, this rich kid, had gone to a rave in Florida, and he came back with COVID, and he only told her.
Bro,
and we had basically like,
kids?
Yeah, well, that's why he was the guy who's like, hey, it's no big deal. And we're like, yeah, for you, like I got to go to Whole Foods and throw bananas around, like. And he was like, no, COVID's.
Parents for a week.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, COVID's it's not really that big a deal. You're going to be fine. And I'm like, well, also, my other thing is the reason I love, besides loving New York and being up there, is that my kid lives on Long Island. So I had to get tested every week to make sure that I wasn't bringing anything from Whole Foods in Brooklyn where I work. Envying your bong rip, by the way. And I go out and get tested every single week. So he comes back with COVID and hangs out and talks to us in the hallway. We all just would make food together and talk. So he's like, it's not that big a deal. It's only COVID. And, so I thought I quarantined, like I follow the rules, and that's how you lose in America, right? Like I quarantined for 18 days. He came back to get his jacket and he wanted his Starbucks coffee mug that he had left in my room. And I was like, dude, what? I mean, again, like there's the cluelessness. And just so you don't think that I lost my edge, while he was doing that, I went in and took the axe handle and beat the shit out of an air conditioner that was broken. That was how I just hung out in my room. I mean,
no way. Oh man, that was the plot twist. There was a double plot twist. I thought you were like, just in case you thought I lost my edge, I was like, you could hear a pin drop when Tommy turned and locked the door. Right? I thought it was gonna be like the Count of the County, and then it was like Tommy grabbed a broom handle and the air conditioner. Oh yes, Tommy wasn't a good communicator, plus not a very good listener. Oh, hold on, it's the bottom of the hour. We only have 2 rules here, bro. No cat calling, and at the bottom of the hour, we always play Red Panda. Now, as you watch Red Panda, I want you to think about a couple things. I just want to ask everybody to do. She's going to ride a unicycle and she's going to flip bowls onto her head. Right? So I want you to ask yourself, what did she do first? Was she good at flipping bowls or was she good at riding a unicycle? And how crazy is it that every time we play this video, the spirits of those people have to go back to that moment in time, that coordinated chunk of time and space with a latitude, a longitude, a air pressure, a temperature, right?
I love you so much, dude.
All right, for people. All right, let's just watch this. This is Coffee and Bonghits. And if you listen to this just in podcast form, please go leave us a 5-star review. Maybe hit some downloads. I honestly don't give a shit if anybody listens. I just like saying I have a podcast because sometimes that gets me like 5 cents off a drink. You're like, whoa, we have a $3.95 then. Okay, hold on. This is Red Panda. This is Coffee and Bonghits. That is Brody Kelly. I'm Jessie Sponberg. We'll be right back. Yeah. So the other day, Nick Binger from Binger Glass came over and he only listens to us in podcast form. And he said to me, he goes, I have no idea what that whole Red Panda thing looks like, but I know to wait. And then I hear ting, 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 ting. And then I hear the crowd go nuts. And the crowd goes nuts. So I know it must be really cool. And I was like, you never saw it before? And so then I let him watch it on my laptop. I just pulled it up. I was like, Red Panda, right? And he goes, dude, that's just not a regular unicycle. Every week you tell people she rides a unicycle and flips bowls. I thought it was a regular unicycle. That lady is on a gigantic pole at the top of a unicycle. It's like a 6-foot unicycle. Why don't you tell people that? So now I had to make sure that for the podcast listeners, I translate better. I paint a better picture for you. So sorry, please don't bump me down to 4 stars. This is like Uber Eats. If I get 4 stars, they're going to stop letting me work. And I make $1.
You know that the lowest rating on Uber and Lyft is like 4.7. And then they don't. And then, so I got somebody one time when I was doing comedy coming back from Seattle to Portland, and I got a guy who was like 4.6, and I'm like, okay, it's still a pretty good rating. And then he asks me, well, how do I get to downtown? I was like, man, I've been on medication since I was 15 that says don't drive a car. I have no idea how to drive anywhere. Like, so to pivot back to. When I was working on houses in Seattle, I drove a work truck, and that doesn't really count as driving because everybody just gets out of your way.
Yeah, what? But was it like a go-kart for you? Like the first couple of times you drive, it's just all moving kind of fast and like out of control. What an experience that must have been. It's probably not going to make for the best story, but I'm going to stop you right there because we have one rule that we always mess up. We try to stay as close as we can, and that is to make sure that every day at 10:35 we play that music video of the day so we can stay on our branding. That's right. We just brand anything around here because we're trying to be billionaires, and the way to be billionaires is to take that first million and brand everything you own and then sell all those brands for other millions of dollars. Bro, I'm gonna have so many millions of dollars so soon. I just need a little bit of money to hire somebody. So remember, if you guys want to win cool merch, cool prizes, and help me hire an assistant before I'm rich to get rich, there's a fund specifically for hiring an administrative assistant. And you know what? The money that I raised so far from you guys helping me, I swear, check this out. The money I raised so far for you guys helping me is making it today. So some lady is coming and filling it out. So I finished the business license. So then I can get that Joe Biden money. And then they want me to use it to hire employees for my business. It's like, wait a minute, really? I never paid enough attention to give a shit. But that's exactly what I've been needing. Like, I just want to hire people. I want to create jobs. I want to be what other people say they are, right? I want to be a job creator. Okay, speaking of job creator, did you know that the majority of the reason that birds don't have any love in the community and no say in city politics is because they don't got freaking jobs, man. So here at 33 Bird Plaza, we provide on-the-job training for birds who want to work in sanitation, seed cleanup, splashing, pooping, peanut collecting,
windshield maintenance.
Insect. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Let me stay on task. So our video today is from the homie Chain Taylor featuring Scooter Rogers. And most of you might remember Scooter. He came on our show, played the video where he was dressed like Where's Waldo. Do you remember that? Great video. Terrible shirt. Sorry, we keep it real on this show. That's what I remember most. So he can wear whatever he wants. Look at these birds. They still think it's a trap. They're like, bro, that's free bird seed. You think we don't watch Looney Tunes too? You have a pile of free bird seed.
Jesse, that's like when I reach into my pocket to get a camera and then all the deer run away. They're like, no, we've seen human beings out in Texas. We know.
Hey, you know, I was noticing some wildlife in the background. Is that a rabbit?
I saw a jackrabbit yesterday, and
no, a Volkswagen rabbit.
Oh no, that's a Mazda.
I thought I was on my wilderness expedition eyeballs. Okay, yeah. So check out this video. Let's bring this up. Will you stay with us, Brody?
Yeah, please.
I still want to know what's going on. I still want to know. You've lived in Portland, New York, and Texas, and what I really want to know is, have you ever been to Florida?
No, I haven't.
We'll talk about that. Let me play it. Let me play this.
Yeah, let's tease it.
Let me play this. Yeah, that's the super teaser. Have you ever been to Florida? No. Okay, we'll come back to stare at each other in moments. Hold on. Like, no, like there's no follow-up question. We just space. Okay, here. Shit, there's a lot of clicking going on. Sorry. If you're listening to this in podcast, I know that sometimes the clicking might sound extra loud because you got headphones on. So, peep game. This is
it's pop 2 pills. These pills don't drop me. You be tripping, I be sipping on some sake. So damn drunk, so sloppy.
Oh, you know what?
He's so cocky. Watch me.
Hold on, check out what I did.
stay beefing.
Hold on, my bad, team. I didn't get the music video. I got just the regular
Audio only.
Yeah.
It sounds good though. More like off the chain Taylor, am I right?
Dude, no. What? No, check this out. Hey, real shit. Real shit. Let me switch up. Hey, it's cracking over here at 33 Bird Plaza. Look, they really about to come down. Now you're gonna see what a busy day at the shop looks like. Watch this, man. Boom. Sorry, I'm probably gonna have to run a commercial real quick.
It's all good, man.
Hey, oops. Hey, come to 33 Bird Plaza. We got everything a bird wants. We got peanuts, sunflower seeds, worms, flying insects, sweet. You know about sweet? It's about sweet. Okay, hold on. Hey, come to 33 Bird Plaza, a plaza for birds. We participate in bird job employment enrichment rehabilitation training. Did we get all those hashtags in one? Yeah, that's right. We need federal funding for 33 Bird Plaza. Okay, I gotta play the video. I swear, I gotta stop naming stuff and just play music. So
and
just
remember to like, share, and subscribe.
Oh,
throw one of those
I never
in.
say that. I never ever say that. Okay, let's just pretend it's 10:35. Hey, remember at 10:35 every day we play live. No, hold on. Fuck. You're the worst ever. Hey everybody. Hold on. Let me get this ready. Okay. Boom.
I mean, the pandemic is nothing if not the year of technical difficulties. Everybody's got to figure it out.
It's just really hard producing my own show and trying to. It's like when you're on Star Trek. Oh, I just realized it's like when you're on Star Trek. Let me take this off. It's like when you're on. I said off, not the other off. You're on Star Trek, and they're like, "Look, Captain, we only have so much power. Do you want it to go to the thrusters, or do you want it to go to the shield, or the lasers?" Right? And then Captain Kirk is like, "Damn, that was a good ass question." And so I have to do that. It's like, all right, how much do I want to go into thinking about what I'm about to say, and how much do I want to go into producing the content and flipping around? Like, look, right now I don't have a goddamn logo up. Boom. Now we do. Or we could have done it like this. Don't forget about 33 Bird Plaza, a plaza for birds. Wherever you get your bird hip hop from, you should consider 33 Bird Plaza. We're always playing something in the mezzanine. All right. It's all terrible, but I can chop it up. It'll be good. Okay. This is Chain Taylor featuring Scooter Rogers. And this video is phenomenal. But it's also a busy day at 33 Bird Plaza. So we're going to do both. All right. Let's go. Phenomenal visuals. Let's get out the way.
Pop 2 pills, these pills don't drop me. You be tripping, I be sipping on some sake. So damn drunk, so sloppy. Don't get full of yourself, he's so cocky. Watch me, cause I'm feeling like I'm Rocky. You stay beefing, I be chiefing off that broccoli. I might check no hockey. I rev it up, Kawasaki. I keep going downhill. I need an up and up, so I pop another pill. And I don't need to sign a deal. I make my own money, so I spend it how I will. Hit a light switch, flick it like this. With the right bitch, she gon' like this. Like, cause you might miss with a hype fist. Get a broke wrist, what a clean diss. Like, they don't wanna see me win, cause I'm always going in. Take it down and let's begin. Like, now I'm money up and at 'em. I'ma take it to the max. And baby girl, I gotta have it. Like,
give me that candy, spin like sugar cane. Give me that candy, you know I gotta have it, baby. Give me that candy, spin like sugar cane. Give me that candy, you know I gotta have it, baby.
hey, I need that candy for real. Give me a sugar rush when I'm gripping the wheel. This is how I like it to feel. Teeth clenched on the bench, but I'm ready to kill. Go savage, pocket full of cabbage. Listen to the static, babe, I gotta have it. Give me that purple, yellow, white, blue, green. Tut, 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 tastes like ice cream.
Give me that candy, spin like sugar cane. Give me that candy, you know I gotta have it, baby. Give me that candy, spin like sugar
to the party, backwoods in the 40 ho. Please believe these pills getting popped like the Maury show. You know how the story go. She said, give me more of those. By the way, I listen to your music and it's sort of dope. Nice chat. Told her, hold that thought. I'll be right back. Moon rocks got me moonwalking like I'm Mike Jack. Fly as hell, YSL. Ooh, I think she like that. I'm the reason all these niggas salty like a spice rack. Hold up, bring the dice back. We gon' get our gamble on. Scooter Rogers spit the shit it takes to cut a candle on. Flexing on you vagabonds. Smoking on them Girl Scout cookies. Tell your friends come and tag along. Me and Young Chain, so they saying that's icy. Top notch sugar, same color as a white tee. So they don't like me. The man from the port need that grade A candy for sure. Girl, give me that, give me that, give me that. New remix, on God. Coming soon.
Give me that candy.
Give me that.
Feel like sugar cane. Give me that candy. You know I gotta have it, babe. Give me that candy. Feel like sugar cane. Give me that candy. You know I gotta have it, babe. Give me that candy. Feel like sugar cane. Give me that candy. You know I gotta have it, babe. Give me that candy. Feel like sugar cane. Give me that candy. You know I gotta have it, babe.
Bad.
Yeah.
The live music morning show, that's the next predictive thing. I always judge everything by what comes up as our next predictive. Yo, so that was our 1035 video. That was Chain Taylor with Scooter Rogers and Alana. Oh man, they're gonna be like, Jessie, why did you forget the lady's name? Because I don't know the lady personally. I'm sorry to the woman. That was beautiful singing. I will make up for it. I'll put it in the comments. Yo, I'm glad you guys like that stuff. You know, at 1035, we bring you quality, independent hip hop videos, all original.
I've actually, I got something. I shot a hip hop video with my friend Dion Saxon on the roof of my apartment building. So I can give that to you. Something if it's the next time I drop in or the next time you guys want an independent one.
I thought you were gonna say a deer.
No, this is my persona.
Like, oh, that poor hip hop video. It had a family. You shot it. Like, that's what I was. You're gonna get that speech no matter what the animal was, except you're like, so me and my friend, we shot and I was like, what? A dude? Look, hold on, watch this bird. Watch this bird. This bird's about to do some shit. It's about to get real cool as they warm up. In fact, sorry, let's do this. Boom. As the birds become a little more confident here at 33 Bird Plaza, we're going to be able to get some really good commercials in. Like, I just need a couple cool shots where I talk over. Even if I just steal the shots, mute the original audio, and then put it in, I just need to make sure I got good shots of birds doing cool shit. So sorry that sometimes we try to break the third wall or whatever, the fourth wall.
The bird wall.
The bird wall, right?
Try to break the glass sliding door. But yeah, I mean, that is a thing of living in Texas. I mean, my friend Scott Jones was an anarchist from Oklahoma. He was a nice punk kid. And when he found out 15 years ago that my dad moved to Texas, he said, I mean, I don't mean to ask this in a mean way, Brody, but is your dad racist? Because you kind of have to figure out. I mean, my standard thing was, I love it here, but as soon as you get to the end of that driveway, unfortunately, you're in Texas. It's beautiful and natural here. But I mean, again, I heard a lot of stuff in the last thing about, oh, well, we gotta not take care of Texas. They, you know, oh, they're a red state. You know that, like, as many people as are allowed to still vote here, at least 45% of us still try to vote in the people that pretend they have our interests at heart. There's people who voted against Ted Cruz. There's people who vote against Cornyn. There's people who vote against all these beasts. And, you know, I mean, there's still politicians, like the mayor of Austin is still one of those weasels that said, hey, everybody stay at home. And he was on vacation at the beginning of the pandemic. Hey, you stay at home, but I'm on vacation in Mexico. He was the original Ted Cruz. The original Ted Cruz? Yeah, he's this guy who talks like Mr. Rogers. He's a Democrat, but he's the mayor of Austin. He's like, hey, seems like the world, the fire that the world's on fire and it's accelerating a little bit, everybody. But I was really elected to be in a safe Democratic seat and take care of everything. I mean, luckily, I worked at catering events in the before times, and I actually handed or offered wine and beer to the governor of Texas, Abbott. And that was before I read anything about him. So that's the reason that he didn't get shoved down a flight of stairs. It's really amazing here. Like, I don't know if anybody has read about Texas, but we're our own crazy country, right? But
yeah, well, you thought you were until you found out you could be defeated by snow. Like, yo, doesn't everybody have trucks? Like, hold on, damn, man, that would have been a good shot for the Bird restaurant. Hold on. Come to 33 Bird Plaza, where you might be able to meet your spring mate, have a litter, make a nest, and someday you'll tell the grandkids that you met at 33 Bird Plaza. That's where all the chicks hang out. Man, make a commercial real quick for 33 Bird Plaza. It's just a bird food court. There you go. And now
33 Bird Plaza, where it's a different kind of Robin Banks. We got bats here. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm turning into Mr. Texas persona.
Right? What
I
wanted to talk New York with you. F Texas.
Yeah, man.
Dude,
I love New York.
Look, I was in New York in August. I was in New York in August, and it was a ghost town.
It was weird. It was like being on a movie set. I lived in Brooklyn. I was like going around and just like trying to find the realness, and like there's nobody out. It was a trip, man. I love it so much there. I just love the people. I love like the East Coast vibe where like people tell you right away, like, hey, I like you, or like, hey, I don't like you, but then you can still work together.
Yeah, in Portland, they'll tell you they don't like you, and then they won't like you.
I mean, I was saying on Twitter today that in anticipation of this show, I was like, one of the best things about the pandemic is collecting excuses from people on the West Coast, because nobody on the West Coast will ever tell you no. It's like, well, I'd love to, but I got a thing, and it's like, no, you don't. It's the pandemic, man. We're in the middle of the after of the before times of the end times. Like, nobody has anything else going on. I'm like, hey, it's my friend's comedy show on Zoom. And then my cousin literally just texts me a picture of a wave and a guy surfing emoji. I'm like, it's okay to just say no, thank you. You can just tell me no.
I gotta know though before we change, because fuck, it's already 11 o'clock. But I don't really have anything else to do, so I'm gonna stick around and hang out with you. Because I got a bunch of questions still, and I still got to shoot my bird commercial, and I haven't even talked about what I really actually want to talk about, which is I don't know what Donald Trump said at his speech. I haven't looked at the news this morning. I was up till 4 a.m. editing footage for my other show, which I want to remind you guys about, which is called Unblocked, which is unraveling the blockchain and creating accessible technology for people. It looks like this kind of a little bit.
Unblocked. Look at them green eyes. Unblocked.
Heart gon' speak so God splash on my face. Wanna get you 당장 매일 했다.
People are not ready. Okay, so Brody, I need you to tell me what happened to everybody in New York. Did they die, or did they move, or were they in their houses hiding?
Everybody was hiding out. It was pretty wacky. Like, everybody gets everything delivered. I mean, like a bag of decent weed is like $85 for 3 grams, but the guy comes and drops it off at your door. I mean, that was a big thing. I know that in theory, we were going to talk about me getting COVID in February. I stayed at, they call it the COVID hotels. So there's like a public resource where they put you up, and I stayed at the Plaza.
How did they contract those two words? Was it the Covetel? How did they do it? The Covetel, what they call it? Was it hyphenated? I need to know more.
I mean, it wasn't. I don't. It was never hyphenated, but it got pretty hype. Like I made friends with all the on the smoke breaks.
Like, how did they spell it? Did they spell it like the Covetel, like, or did they just write it all out like the government name, like COVID Hotel, like on a tax document? Oh, look.
I mean, my first day there for the listeners, we went out and took a smoke break. They said, can we sign you up for exercise? And I'm like, yeah, sure, exercise. So exercise was, I immediately made friends with this dude from Trinidad and got smoked out. And then I went back to my room and danced to James Brown. And that was my quarantine. But I caught COVID somehow on Super Bowl Sunday when I was out enjoying Central Park West and wandering around and pretending that New York was still a thing. But they let you stay for 2 weeks. There's room service. They literally bring you 3 meals a day. And my mom just had to stay on hold because I can't do bureaucracy. I outsourced that. And my mom was on hold for like 5 hours to get me a room at the Plaza. It was like a solid 4-star suite. And I had 2 queen size beds and temperature checks a couple times a day. And then other than that, it was a culture shock for me to go from Texas, where, hey man, go kick a tumbleweed, get 3 more jobs, to New York, where there's actually like a social safety net. That sometimes I just completely let it pass me by.
Man, I gotta know what lasted longer, your bout with COVID or that fucking story. Sorry, bro.
I thought you were gonna say or your relationship, that your girlfriend that you found at Whole Foods during the pandemic. I think the story was the longest of the 3.
No, that's funny. No, we don't ask the regular questions, but what we do is we try to track down when Donald Trump goes to the beach so we can get some quotes, because I know that Donald Trump talked, but yesterday I refused to let that guy into my life. But today I need to let him into my life because I need to know what he said. So then I started looking into the news, right? Oh my gosh. Okay. So I started looking into the news, and I was going to go directly to Donald Trump's CPAC speech, which CPAC stands for Conservative Political Action Committee, which is a bunch of lobbyists and bootlickers and brown nosers and ass kissers and literally just a collection of people that are just like leeches to society. They won't say they are. They say they have value, but honestly, lobbyists are just like, I don't know. Like, I'm not better than a lobbyist, but lobbyists are leeches. Like, I don't.
They're like the not so secret white supremacists too, right? That was the big thing that came out, is they used some crazy rune from Germany as the shape of their stage.
I thought you meant lobbyists, like lobbyist white supremacists. Kinda, in a weird way. Okay, if you want to go there, but no. Yeah, their stage was like this weird perverted Norse rune, right? Not like an original authentic rune. It was like some kind of bastardized twisted version of a rune, which was only used at a certain historical time and which has specific symbology to those kind of white supremacist weirdos, right? So it was super boner material for those guys. But then the Hyatt was like, well, shit, we don't discredit anybody. We'll let everybody come and have their good time at the Hyatt. It's like, okay, nice white supremacist convention right under your freaking noses, but nobody cared. So here's the thing, though, to backtrack just a tiny bit. As I was going and digging to find the 50 most ridiculous lines from Donald Trump's CPAC speech yesterday, right, I stumbled upon an article that said that Triple H wants to fight Elon Musk for being disrespectful. I'm not going to give it a lot of my attention, but I just want to make sure that at some point in history, my speech to text archive transcription program picks up and sees this article show up in my life, just to know that of all the madness I decided I would not participate in, I decided to participate in this one. So this is real. It says, I will fight you anytime, any place, anywhere. Triple H calls out Elon Musk for being disrespectful. That is so awesome. That is the ultimate David and Goliath. If David had like 1,000 spaceships and Goliath was bald.
If Goliath was the good guy and David was a guy who had attached his name to a company after making all his money with like South American diamond mines and apartheid money.
What? You don't like Blood Diamonds, dude? It shows that you really love her, though. Blood Diamonds show that you care enough to entrap the very best in a cycle of indentured servitude, company store, and everything. I just want to read this quote. Since I'm blowing through the stop sign, I got plenty of time. I'm going to read this quote. Hold on. This is Triple H speaking on Elon Musk. Now, I just want to remind people that last week, Elon Musk was actually one of the 4 considerations for the best human on the planet, right? Like the human with the most value, right? I mean, he is building a spaceship. Like whatever he did do or wherever he came from, it's like, what is he doing, right? I voted for Greta. I thought Greta was the best, right?
Hell yeah.
But I really wanted Mr. T to win. But nobody's really voting for Mr. T. So fuck that, right? But then you know who everybody voted for? I swear to God, G, everybody voted for Betty White. Betty White, I'm not even lying. Betty White. And like Betty White's the best human by a landslide. I was like, there's no way Betty White is better than Mr. T.
For a second, I thought you said Barry White, and I was almost on board.
Hey, aliens, it's me, Barry White. Why would you want to destroy Earth? I'll just sing to you. They'll be like, God damn it, Barry White, you thwarted our plans. Sing to us. But yeah, they picked Betty White. I was like, what the hell's Betty White ever done? She never even fought Rocky, let alone whooped his ass. Betty White is like just like a lady that's like cool, like a cool lady. But if you just wanted to pick a lady, you could pick Greta. But anyway, so Elon Musk was one of the 4 contestants that got some votes last week. So this is what Triple H had to say about Elon Musk. And I can't believe I don't even report the news like this. I feel like you coming on changed my whole show a little bit.
I do take up a lot of space interpersonally, unfortunately.
Oh, I feel like now I have to deliver this like a morning show or something. Okay.
I will say that I would vote for Elon Musk as one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, if not one of the 4 best people in the world.
Hey, that's a good one, but he's colonizing Mars. So, like, he's probably, oh, man, look what that bird is doing. That bird just did some dope shit. Watch. There's this little finch. Boom, boom. Boom. Look, it's posted on the left side. Get some shit, bro. Get out. It was fast. Hey, if you just need a quick lunch, hold on, let me put this up. Hey, if you just need a quick bite to eat, fly into 33 Bird Plaza. Just get a quick little snack and you can fly out back to whatever bird chef you got to do. Okay, we could do way better. Okay, let me just read this quote.
Support Bird Plaza. All we need is your seed money. Is that it? Did I finally get kicked off for the worst riff?
No, but that's weird that my phone gave you that bell as if you won something for doing that. You know, you gave that suggestion and my phone went ding. Like, give that guy
first joke by an alleged comedian in 45 minutes.
Okay. So I just, man, I feel like the universe doesn't want me to read this quote, and I've never read this quote. That's why I just saw it was there, and I was like, I'm gonna not even look at this, and I'm gonna read it for the first time on freaking air. I swear to God. Okay, so this is what it says. Let me address. Oh man, I got the overlay. Hold on.
You got to say it in all caps.
let me address Elon Musk because I feel like there's some type of disrespect going on here. Because I don't know if he has a superiority complex because he's a rocket scientist, a self-taught rocket scientist, right? Big deal. Like, oh, really? A self-taught rocket scientist? You can't just big deal that one. You can't. You can't, even if you want to. Okay. He's a guy that sort of revolutionized the electric car, all because he wanted to fly rockets to Mars. Big deal. Taught himself how to build cars, taught himself how to revolutionize the automotive industry, taught himself how to revolutionize space travel, comes with the whole reusable rockets, the whole thing. Okay, this is too long. I really just wanted to make sure that those two words came up in my search, right? But
Triple
here,
H and Elon Musk. I mean, I don't even know anything about Triple H, but I'm going to root for anybody that's going to beat up Elon Musk.
a lot of people look like they could beat up Elon Musk, or Elon Musk looks like a lot of people could beat him up. Both.
I mean, which way do we want to go for the weird conspiracy theory? Do we want to talk about my old
Both.
closer that if you don't believe in the climate catastrophe, then why are all the rich people trying to escape Earth? Or there's the
Bro,
other way.
well, we talk about that all the time on this show, man. They're taking all of our resources and they're using them to grow these freaking empires off these blockchains and these cryptocurrencies that are burning just huge amounts of power, and they're diverting money from our economy, just totally diverting it and manipulating it. You saw Elon Musk made Dogecoin famous. Dude, like it's all fake. And that's why, really, honestly, people should. I know it sounds like a great opportunity to plug my shit, but people really should pay attention to Unblocked, our show where we explore the mysteries of the blockchain, because there's a lot going on right here. You know, Dirty comes on our show a couple times a week, and he will just tell you about how they create these shadow corporations out of nowhere. And next thing you know, they got these pump and dump coins and these crazy currencies. Hold on. He could say it better than me. Hold on. So, you know what he says? He says, so what they do is they come on and they got these pump and dump. Trust me, bro. I'm on it. I watched. I know. I studied this. I got to know. I can't have a show and not study it. That's what he says to me. So that's on 33 Bird Plaza. I mean,
I'm definitely checking out Unblocked because I was one of the suckers that put some of my money into Robinhood last month.
It's okay to put money in Robinhood. That's fine. But where did you put it?
I bought some Bitcoin. I bought some Ethereum. I was messing around with the Dogecoin. I just wanted to.
You're safe. All that's safe. You're cool. Like Robinhood. Robinhood is just like the friend that lets you drink on their tab, and then you have to pay them back, right? Hold on, let me do this. Okay, so a lot of people criticize Robinhood, but here's just an easy way to understand it: is that Robinhood is like your friend that lets you drink on his tab all night, and then later you got to settle up, right? And that's cool. They'll cover you all night because you're probably just going to lose that money, and you know they won't have to pay you anything later, and it'll all be good, and then you can just drink and they'll take care of everything. You lose your money and you just pay them later, right? Not a big deal. But if all of a sudden you had their tab and you had every person you know getting drinks on their tab, that's gonna cause a lot of problems, right? But that's such a rare anomaly that people were trying to use Robinhood kind of for what it really isn't for, right? And here's the fucked up part. And we try to tell people, look, we don't even need the blockchain show to explain. Like, we warned you guys, man. All poor people didn't figure out how to hustle the system on the same day. The D-level people in the economy got hustled by the B-level people who used the D-level people on an attack on the A-level people, but it was a fake attack, right? The A-level people were never at risk. The B-level people pretended they're about to turn into C-level, and everybody in the D-level was so happy for the C-level people to turn into D-level people, even though they were still going to be D-level people. They were like, this might be our moment to come up, our 600 stimulus dollars. And man, then you know how easy it is to create media hype, man. It's terrible. It's it's everything is fake, and that's what Gavin and I talk a lot about on our show called
Unblocked.
no, our
Oh.
other show called Campfires with Vampires. We might have
Whew.
lost the promo trying to
Jesse,
update
you're
it.
the only person I know of that starts more projects than me. It's a
Bro,
beautiful
you know
thing.
what? Every single one of them is $1 million idea. Everything just needs an influx of cash, right? So, yo, Brody, as soon as I get that small influx of cash, we'll just invest in you, and then your brand can go into our machine, and then you can just crank it out. Look, once you plug into our machine, you're going to be able to take an idea and you're going to throw it through these necessary channels to grow it as a brand, like proper logos, some videos, a strategy, right? And we're going to have like people that'll give you consultation or whatever, but we're not going to charge you for it. We're just like, we want you to grow or whatever. Or we'll have these videos or resources available, or these hot tips or these groups you can join or whatever. But then once you plug your brand in and it's got a name and it's got a purpose and it's got a website and then it's got photos and it's got content, and then what do we need? Now we need video games. Now we need coloring books. Now we need Lego sets. Now we need action figures. Now we need
Robots. I want to
freaking
build the
party
robots.
animals. Man, whatever, you can just plug it in and it'll just go in like a boom, like an install into a machine. And then the thing about machines is they're automated. So you just plug your shit in. You make t-shirts, you make stickers, you make coffee mugs, you make engraved bongs. Like there's a freaking recipe to it. And you can just follow a recipe and go get rich because they teach you how on the internet. You can literally just steal ideas off Instagram. Every day
yeah.
there's an idea to get rich. Like, yo,
And
do you
TikTok.
know you can buy these flashlights for 50 cents a piece, and you can sell them all day for for $5. So you're making $4.50 per flashlight or whatever, right? And the guy's like, so I invested $100. I got 50 of these, and then I just turned that and flipped that, selling it in one batch of 100 flashlights for this price because I did whatever. I don't know what the hell they're doing, but it's every day. My feed is full of it. Just
I saw one yesterday where you go to Marshall's with the Amazon seller app and you scan all the products at Marshall's, like all the Disney stuff, all the stuff that gets washed out of the stores. And then once you find something that has a good profit margin on Amazon, you just buy every single one of those things at Marshall's. And then this guy made $300 in one trip to Marshall's on his Amazon store.
Stop lying.
I mean, they put it on TikTok. It can't be made up, right? If we want to do I was going to say a flashback for a second. This isn't even just hype. Like, Jesse, I don't know if you were aware that when you booked me on way back when on Marijuana Mondays on Fight Church, that gave me all these connections, and that started me off in the cannabis industry. And I became one of the only cannabis copywriters in the United States for like a year and a half. I was writing every single thing that one of the biggest companies put out. And even to this day, I saw stuff in New York where they introduced their fake resin terps, and they used one of my slogans that I made up. But that was all because of you, dude. You booked me on Marijuana Mondays. I made friends with people. I started talking to people. I had Mean Green Cream as a sponsor of Garbage People, my comedy show. I had Daily Dose. I started making connections, and then I had it in. And as soon as you get in, and you can put something on your resume, it's stepping stones, man. That's how capitalism works, right? Like, if you ever, what have you done for me lately? But literally, like, I can trace the fact that I've ever had an actual career and an actual job with a salary to this guy right here. Jesse put me on for 20 minutes, and so I could yell at people, and while a girl had her birthday cake and said, "It's my birthday," and Jesse's out smoking, and I said, "Well, it's my fucking set. I'm sorry, it's my comedy set."
Oh, that is so awesome. And I think you told that story in under a minute. So that's going to make the most amazing Instagram clip. Man, I check this out. I haven't got a chance to tell anybody yet. I still haven't even started my show really. The 3 things I wanted to talk about, I still haven't even talked about. I just started the show rambling. You came on, then I rambled. You rambled a tiny bit. I rambled. Then we had Red Panda. Then we played that awesome Shane Taylor video, but I still have a whole show to do. But it's so beautiful. Yeah, sorry, church kids. My audience always lets us know when the church kids. But yeah, Marty loves your story too. That is a badass story. Everybody loves that story. Yeah, dude, that's what we try to do, man. I've never, ever been a gatekeeper, man, ever, ever.
No,
In
you're the
fact,
dude who's like holding the back door of the club open and letting everybody run in and join in the party.
and getting him the microphone too. Like, hold on.
Oh
That's
yeah.
one of the things I take my most pride in, right? Like, it's cool to have a white guy tell a story like that, right? But I really like I like that story when I give my soapbox to somebody that maybe doesn't get it as often, right? If I can give it to a disenfranchised or marginalized demographic. That's what I really love doing with my platform. So it'll be a story just like yours, but like with a black woman or something, right? I love doing that. The first thing I always do when I get a platform is, all right, who else can I give that shit to? So, and I know you do that too. And I love garbage people, and I love Mean Green Cream. The Mean Green Cream. Shout out to Ryan and Marlon.
Rub it out.
My mom is still like, where are those guys? They're just rebranding. The virus kind of messed up some stuff for them. They'll be back. So before the show started, hold on, let's flip this around. So before the show started today, I interviewed this guy named Daniel from an app, and I suddenly can't remember what the app is called. Holy smokes. It's but anyways, look, it's an app that diagnoses your plant diseases, right? And I saw the app on Instagram, and so I reached out to the dude, and I was like, "Yo, G, I'm feeling your thing. You resonate with me. You want to come on my show? No strings attached, no catch. This isn't an Instagram hustle. I'm not gonna ask you for money. Like, do you just want to come on my show so we can pitch your product?" And so we decided to do the interview offline, right? Anyways, this dude Daniel is, I described him with a term that I stole, temporarily inconvenienced billionaire.
Nice.
Like, this dude has a product, a vision, quit his job, sold his house, bought a smaller house, reinvested that money, right? He's in the middle of it. And he gave some incredible advice, and the interview was so good. I was like, gee, your interview is so good, I can't even waste it on my regular show. Like, I'm going to isolate this interview and make just this interview a whole product, because you are walking, talking manifestation of what we're all trying to do, right? And it was so cool, because I know when I see him in a year, he's going to be like on a jet or whatever, right? But right now, he's living on the other side of the Maine border, 1 hour away from the Trailer Park Boys.
Oh man.
I would not lie about something so monumentous.
Right by the Sam Squanch.
Yes. Shit, what was that called that I just, oh man, I can't remember the name of his company. Oh, you know what? I can just look at my phone. I'm dumb.
You want me to vamp for a minute and fill time?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me your best 30-second set.
My best 30-second set.
Yeah.
Well, I already said the thing about, I just have to.
Thank you for that, Brody. Hey, thank you for that. Y'all give it up for Brody.
For Brovid-19.
The Grow Doc app. And you can get it for free right now on your phone. The Grow Doc app. And it's amazing. You know what? Let me just show it to you guys real quick. And now you can riff, Brody.
I was just going to say something about Mean Green Cream. This is my storytelling side, but these white girls were drunk in the front row of my comedy show, and they wouldn't stop talking. Okay. And so I'm there in character as Mr. Host, and I said, look, if you guys don't stop talking, I'm going to give you handlebar mustaches, Fu Manchus made out of Mean Green Cream. And of course, they're drunk. Nobody cuts you off at garbage people. So of course, I had to. I said I was going to do it, and I did it. They were so drunk. I slathered everybody in the front row's faces with medicated ointment.
What?
That's what I miss about Oregon is, like I said, being assertive is like the superpower. And whenever people complain, I always just said, well, I did put a giant blinking sign that said "garbage people" on the outside of this show.
Man, you know what sucks is right in the middle of that story, I had the wrong camera was highlighted, and so your whole story, the visual of it is just me staring with my doofus face.
Instead of my
I'm
doofus
concentrating.
face.
I hate my doofus face.
So
Okay.
I like this hat. I wear this hat just so that so people know right away that I'm an a-hole. It just like lets you know, like,
yeah, I
oh,
didn't even
okay.
realize. Trying to look like some old Billy Crystal shit. Freaking, you trying to look like made Billy Crystal in Major League.
Yeah.
You're kind of all the roles rolled into one. Like you're Billy Crystal and you're all those people that he's taken to the baseball game. Those are all different facets of your
Yeah, well, and I'm the drugged out athlete that you can maybe. I always say that when I look my nicest, I look like a relief pitcher from the '70s. Like that's as good as I can possibly look. But like you were saying, yeah, I got a character that I can play in corporate America. Is like I can always put on a suit and a tie, and all of a sudden it's like, hey, how you doing? What's going on, buddy? You like sports? Me too. And that is a passport that you and I have that we can grab and we can hand other people the mic and we can, we just keep it rolling. But for whatever this tipping point in history that we're at.
Sports is this crazy, it's like a pigeon conversation, right? Like sports is like anybody can have it. And they just walk through this walk like, hey, you like the Yankees? Then the other guy goes, my grandpa. Then the other guy goes, and both people just feel like they get this fair exchange. And then one guy have to one up like, actually, I got a 1920 Mickey Mantle glove in my pocket right now. I just wear it for good luck. Okay, look, I need to do this, guys. I need to plug Daniel's app. This shit is incredible. But here's the crazier thing is this dude is the real deal. Like he's living the entrepreneurial dream. So let me switch us like this. Let me do this. And then let me do this. Share the screen. Look, I'm holding the microphone today because I'm recording in a different room. It's a lot nicer sitting out here where I am at Seaside, Oregon. Than it is in the stuffy studio. So this is Daniel. He kind of looks maybe like he could use a Yankee hat, but he's Canadian. he lives so far in Canada that he's 4 hours away from us. So he's one more time zone over. I foolishly asked him if he was like by the Arctic Circle, and I also asked if there was penguins, and now he absolutely probably thinks I'm a moron. But the rest of the interview went pretty good. So let's plug his video real quick. And
guys, my name is Daniel Lorette, founder of GrowDoc, a mobile app that can help you diagnose what's wrong with your unhealthy cannabis plant with the use of AI. So we partnered up with a Canadian laboratory as well as a Canadian university in order to conduct the experiments on the cannabis plant for nutrient deficiencies, toxicities, as well as pathogens. So we've already paid for a few nutrient deficiency testing that's being conducted as we speak, and we applied for a government grant where we've been approved, and they will fund 50% of the project, which is $25,000 for us to continue and do these cannabis research studies. Our app is available on the Google Play and App Store. If you like what we're doing, you like this cannabis research, and you want to see more, and you want to support us, you can go to our app and just purchase the premium version, and that would help us out a lot. Thank you.
What? That's so crazy. Yeah, so I just hollered at that dude today, but man, he's focused. I asked him where does he get his guru knowledge from, and he the first guy off the top of his head, he said Wim Hof. You know who Wim Hof is?
No.
That guy that does those breathing techniques that can sit in ice water for like 3 days or something. Like, cool. He does this breathing, And he teaches other people, and other people are like, "Oh yeah, it works." They do this breathing, and then they can like swim across ice cubes or whatever, or like do these amazing things, like go sleep naked in the snow and look, the birds are really here. Look, they're back. Now it's about to get really cracking. This is totally worth sticking around. Look, the birds are about to get real active. Oh, they're going low though. Look, you can't even see them. They're flying under the radar. Honestly, look, they're all in that tree though. And it's about to become a huge bird party. And we're gonna catch it on film. Let me switch my logo though. I kind of been just keeping the show going so I could try to get this footage. Like, as soon as a cool bird comes, I'm just gonna just stare at it for a little while. Okay, so that's the Grow app, and you guys should go get the Grow app, and we'll get out of that.
Did you talk about Virginia is the 16th state to legalize cannabis?
No, it's Monday, motherfucker. We just started.
Oh,
We talked about New Jersey last week. But no.
so that's what everybody in New York does is you just take the train to New Jersey. If you really are hustling, you just ride the PATH train, go pick up some wonderful flower, and then you come back to New York a hero.
What do you do in Washington, D.C.?
What do you do in Washington, D.C., where it's like all these places like New York are stuck in Oregon 2015, that 2 months we had where it's like you can sell it. No, you can buy it, but nobody can sell it to you.
That's how we started Marijuana Mondays. Remember?
Yeah.
We're like, fuck that. We'll just give it away. Okay. Well,
oh, I do have a good story about Marijuana Mondays.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll keep it under a minute.
Yeah.
So
let me just switch this bird cam real quick.
Whenever you pull the trigger, I'll try to speed through that and be as coherent as is humanly possible.
No, perfect timing. Look at how fat that bird is in the tree, though. Can you see him? Look, he's making the branch lean down. He's straight above. Let's see, where would he be? He'll be just to the right. Hard to see on the screen. Hold on. Let's see if we can't get the. Damn it. Hold on. I always push the wrong button. Shit. Okay, that's what I want, but this is what I want. So right up. Man, I guess you can't see him. There, yeah, he's right above the P in Plaza. Oh, he just flew. Look at the branch shake. Look, he's on the other thing now, right by the L. There's another guy behind the P. The tree's about to fill up. Nobody cares. Sorry, I care, but nobody else does. That's my own personal hell. Okay, and tell us your story, buddy.
All right, so Marijuana Mondays was at the Analog Lounge. I think with the not so secret of it was that Jessie put a comic on for 20 minutes on Fight Church so that you could go out and take a break from being like you're doing now, juggling being the engineer and the captain and the science officer. So I go up and everybody got a free gram of weed in between each set. So I run up to the table and say, "Hey, excuse me, can I get my free weed, please?" And the guy's like, "Yo, wait your turn." I said, "No, I'm the comic." And then all of a sudden he found all these extra bags of weed for me. So he was going to be the first weed sponsor of my comedy show, Garbage People. Well, all of a sudden he got real busy because it was October of 2015 and everything went legal. So I had their logo on my poster. I talked about it on stage. But this farmer never actually connected with me, Jessie, because you know what? It turned out he was a grower, not a shower.
Was it?
I didn't know if we wanted to name the person,
Was
but
it the MMA dude from Salem?
Oh hell yeah, yeah! It was the Mr. Weed Macho dude. Like, you gotta hold in those rips because every breath, every heartbeat you have, and it was like so cool to have somebody that was like talking like people talk about football, but it was about something that I care about. It was like your red blood cells are scraping what's in your lungs, so you gotta hold that hit in for 3 count, brother. And he's
Trent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, that dude kind of fell off. You know, I'll tell you a funny story. I'll tell you a fucking funny. So that guy's a meathead, right?
Yeah, but he's one of our meatheads.
Well, I mean, kind of, but like, so he's a good dude, right? But he is a meathead. So let me tell you the story. So he starts hanging out at Fight Church, and he friend requests me, and I don't know him from nobody, but he's witty and he's funny and he seems to have a good heart, right? Okay, so we become pretty good friends, and he takes me aside one day, and he says, "Hey Jesse, you ever wondered how I found you on Facebook?" And I was like, "I have no idea." This was like 2014, and I was a really active activist, you know. He was like, "Well, you really pissed off this dude that I know, and so this dude asked me to beat you up." And so I was like, "Who's this guy you want me to beat up?" And I'll do it. Just show me who he is. And then he sent me to your Facebook and saw a friend requested you fully with the intent of getting to know you so that I could beat you up. But then once I got to know you, I was like, man, I don't want to beat this guy up. I want to be his friend. And so now here we are as friends. Isn't that a weird story?
I love that. That's like the alchemy of Spawnberg.
Fuck. So I told him to fuck off and we couldn't be friends. Like,
That was yeah. Well,
I don't want your charity. I don't want your freaking charity friendship. Okay. Man, it's been 90 minutes. Let's get out of here. I will save the quotes for tomorrow's show. Tomorrow, hey, do you know who Josh Larson is?
no, who tell me?
He's he's a park ranger who became a stand-up comic. So we bring him on the show for park ranger tips. No.
Heck yeah, man.
He just comes on and hangs out on Tuesdays. He's got a podcast. You know what? I should put the two of you together. He's got a podcast about how people just survived the pandemic, and it highlights a lot of comics. It's called Surviving. God damn it, Jesse, you're so bad at these. Josh is gonna kill me. Why do I do that to everything? Because I don't have an assistant. Surviving the Apocalypse, I think. Yeah, Josh Larson, Surviving the Apocalypse. I think. Maybe not. Hold on. Oh my God, Josh is gonna kill me. I'm such a piece of shit. Whoa, Brody's keeping it really real. What's going on here? Hold on. Let's.
Well,
see.
we're wrapping it up. I gotta get back to work.
Don't forget fake Crocs, kids. If you're worried that you're gonna fall in love with Crocs, so you don't want to get Crocs, but you really are in a situation where you would really need some Crocs, get fake Crocs. Why? You're like, Jesse, why would I get fake Crocs? Because they'll break. And then you won't have them long enough to fall in love with them and end up being the guy that wears Crocs with long pants. All right, or like Crocs with socks or whatever.
I love it.
Okay. So, hey, man, can you come back on, like, I don't know, next week or maybe the week after, or whenever we could get you?
Heck
I know
yeah.
you're a busy dude. I know you're a busy dude. So, let's just stay in touch.
Yeah, man. I got friends that started this Third Wheel podcast studios on the West Coast, so I may actually have to go back over and be on the West Coast again, and where everybody hugs you and.
And I always need context when somebody speaks about a third wheel, right? Am I like, okay, well, was it originally a 2-wheel and then this is an additional wheel, or was it originally a 4-wheel? And you being there actually is representative of a missing wheel, right? Like an implied, there's there's such things as silent letters, right?
Yeah.
But then there should be like implied letters too, right? Like, I don't need to write that shit, bro. That's implied. Like, people are like, oh, that has a silent S or whatever, right? Now, I got implied apostrophes, implied capitalization. Like, if you need that shit, read into that shit. I don't know why I felt like telling you guys that right now, right? You take your apostrophe and shove it up your ass. This is Coffee and Bonghits. Thanks, Brody. I'm going to get out of here, but I'm going to send you on your way right now. Say fuck off to everybody in Texas for us, except Gavin and Jashawn and Alyssa. And that one guy, Will, was pretty cool until he got drunk and was like, you need to tell your Antifa friends. They're going to learn. All right, Brody. We love you, bro. Thanks
Love
for the
you,
story,
man.
thanks for the fun, and thanks for not coughing on us with your COVID ass. All right, that's great. I love Brody. What an awesome story. He got his only real job. His only real job in the business from Marijuana Mondays. See, cannabis creates opportunities. Pot grows jobs. Pot grows jobs. Ashanti always tells me most of the people that get rich in industries don't get rich off the actual product, right? Because it's an industry, so they get rich off cottage industries or extensions of, right? And the example he always brings up is during the gold rush, most people didn't get rich off gold. They got rich selling picks and gunny sacks, or I don't know, Levi's. I don't know, man. Leather hats. Definitely pickaxes though. Oh, and those lanterns that are just made out of candles. Anyways, I could ramble all day. I'm just hoping the birds do something cool because I swear to God, the moment. See, here's one thing people don't consider is that birds like this are Scorpios. Absolutely 100% Blue Jays are Scorpios. They're going to show up. They're going to be like, what is cracking? If shit ain't cracking, they're going to dip. If you're being weak, they're going to squawk. If you got peanuts, they're going to take two. And then if you give them any problem, they're going to just take off, man. Like, screw you. And then you got to come correct, or they're just going to sit on a far off tree and do their own shit. And you're just going to be dependent on that energetic exchange. People are mad at Scorpios for that, but really it's just the independent nature of being a freaking bluebird. Sorry. Oh, don't hate us because bird anus. Okay, last thing I'm gonna do is shout out to everybody that helps us, especially the 5XL. We got 10 channels nowadays. 10 channels. Don't forget that on this Saturday.
Come black, come black, come black, come black. Look at them green eyes. Come black.
Heart gon' speak so God splash on my way. Wanna get you 당장 매일 했다.
All right, that was a long ass video for that moment. I could have cut it off, but why would I? Also, don't forget you should be watching all this on urbansurvivorman.com. All right, and I'm gonna give you one more hot tip, and that is that it is Monday, it is March, it is sunny. There's like 3 vaccines for the pandemic, and we're gonna talk about that tomorrow. I swear we're gonna talk about that tomorrow. Dr. Fauci today. Look, Dr. Fauci came out and was like, people want to know which vaccine is better. The only way we can do that is with a head-to-head comparison. I was like, what? No, did somebody say Pepsi challenge? Oh, man. Taste test, blindfolded, double blind. We took 3 former presidents, gave each one of them a different COVID vaccine, and put them in this mansion full of bodacious babes. Let's see who dies first. And don't forget that on Fridays, we are trying to raise money to get an administrative assistant so we can become billionaires. Literally, the only thing standing behind this between us and where we need to be is a list. And I can show you the list. Like, if people want to do the list, I don't have a list. I need somebody to write the list. I need somebody to seriously have a list. Like, just sit there with me with a gosh dang spiral notebook, or even a yellow legal pad, or even one of those yellow smaller pads. I wouldn't even care if it was a 227-1212 radio cab from a bar in 1980 with the magnet calendars, where the calendar was like, damn, that's a small ass month. Anyways, so my point is I just need help, and one of the ways we do it is we trade our merch, because we got the fly merch, right? You know that we're in business with Binger Glass Designs for all your fat bingers, which reminds me, hold on. All right, Binger Glass Designs is a sponsor not only of our fat binger of the day, but also a sponsor of Bird 33 Bird Plaza. They pay me peanuts. They don't get better. Hold on. Let's do this again. Here's a reminder that every day our Fat Binger of the Day is brought to you by Binger Glass Designs, but they are also a corporate partner with 33 Bird Plaza, our bird occupational rehabilitation program, where we provide wild birds with job training and on-the-job opportunities so that they can pay taxes, so that they can be represented in places of government where laws are made. That's called the legislative branch. That's not the kind of branch birds know about. So we're trying to give them on-the-job training, working at one of our bird food carts. All right. That's what we do around here. And we do that with the help of Fat Bingers and Binger Glass Designs. Hey, if I can't get high, a bird can't fly. And don't forget, this is Coffee and Bone Hits with Jessie, regular sponsor of all bird-related endeavors, but especially 33 Bird Plaza. Food carts for birds. All right. Yes, we get the birds high. All right. Also brought to you by the Movement. Hey, yo, it's Jesse Sponberg. I'm rocking with the Movement. You can too. Every Sunday night, 10 p.m. only on KBOO, KBOO 90.7. And don't forget our animal sanctuary friends that we love so much. There's a new baby at Big Island Farm. You got to go check them out. Big Island Farm Sanctuary on Patreon. Beautiful little baby cow. Mom was a refugee from the dairy industry. Her name is Rooney, I think. I think it's Rooney. I'm pretty sure. And which is crazy, it's not named after Lynn Rooney. Lynn Rooney was this kid I went to school with in like the 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. And I was like, for sure, when I found out that the cow's name was Rooney, I was like, it's got to be Lynn Rooney. It's got to be that kid I went to school with. But it wasn't. But also don't forget about Wildcat Ridge Animal Sanctuary, the home of Chobi. Chobi, the one of the lions from, I don't know, that TV show. But check it out. Oh, hell no.
So she has no tail.
Did you record that? Not bad.
That won't be posted.
All right. And Shane Macklemore Toys, Tiff B, Flight Lounge, Sick Mullet Sunglasses, Fake Crocs. Don't forget Fake Crocs, yo. Hey, kids, do you really need amphibious footwear, specifically Crocs, but are afraid that you're going to fall in love with them and end up being the guy that wears Crocs with long pants or wears them to church or other inappropriate places? Hold on. Let's do this again from the top. 3, 2. Hey, kids, are you in need of versatile amphibious footwear, specifically Crocs, but are terrified of actually getting Crocs because you don't want to fall in love with them? You're afraid that you're going to become the guy that wears them with long pants or wears them to church or graduations? Don't worry about that. What you need to do is get yourself a pair of fake Crocs because they'll break way before you have a chance to fall in love with them. Fake Crocs. It's official. You can tell because it says TM after it. That's how you spot them. All right, that was my ad for that. Hold on. Hey guys, do you need highly versatile amphibious footwear, specifically real Crocs, but are terrified of falling in love with them? because they're so awesome, and you're afraid that you might become the guy that wears them to church or wears them with long pants. I got your solution, like I always do. Get some fake Crocs. Fake Crocs brand, fake Crocs specifically. Don't get the fake Crocs. Get real fake Crocs brand, fake Crocs, because they'll break long before you have a chance to fall in love with them. All right. Also, shit. Hey, don't forget we're a podcast. We're a podcast. Go download episodes of our podcast because I heard it's pretty fantastic. What do you think, Momo?
It's fucking awesome. Everybody loves it. Coffee and Bonghits is like the best podcast you can ever watch in your whole life, or you'll die. Coffee and Bonghits is the best podcast that you can ever listen to. I promise.
Hold on.
It's me, Momo, here to tell you about my favorite news show, Campfires with Vampires, featuring Gavin Dawson and Jessie Spomberg. They don't believe I'm real, but I'm real, and I gave them a review.
Okay, now I swear to God, I'm really out of here. I just do shit like this sometimes so that I can chop it up into awesome clips, right? Hey kids, it's me, Lamborghini Terry. Don't grow up to be like me unless you like money, booze, and big titties. Hold on. Hey kids, it's Lamborghini Terry, and this is no life for you if you're a sucker, just like Facebook, it's for suckers. But if you're as cool as Lamborghini Terry and you like booze, babes, and big piles of money, I don't know a lot of things that start with B, but I know that my name is Lamborghini Terry, and that starts with a T. Well, it starts with an L, but Terry starts with a T, and a lot of people call me Terry. Available specifically, exclusively, and only on Shane McLemore Toys, a community partner of 33 Bird Plaza, a bird occupational rehabilitation institution for birds. All right, I swear to God, you guys, I'm running out of shit to say. We do this. Boop. Don't forget, this week on Unblocked, we're going to be going through the non-fungible tokens, which, guess what? You don't get high off them. Ooh, that sucks. You can get rich, then you can buy some other shit to get high, though. That doesn't suck. Don't forget, this week on Unblocked, exploring the mysteries of blockchain with me, the real Dirty Digital, not the fake one that talks like a professional wrestler. Me, the real one that just talks like I'm talking right now. If it wasn't me, why would I have this hat? You should be watching this show on urbansurvivorman.com, home of all the 404 airs and black screens. That's right. If you like black screens and are a huge fan of the number 404 and think air isn't a palindrome, but it should be because it's pretty close, then you should go to urbansurvivorman.com. All right, don't forget about it. Stand up and fight back. Hold on. What is this? Oh, shit. I got to take this, guys. Adios. Hello, this is Jessie.